I mean, Boston has 5 top 10 draft picks on its roster. 5 of them. You have Tatum. You have Brown. You have Smart. You have Kemba. You have Hayward. The Heat don't have any. They don't have any. The Celtics have 5 top 10 draft picks. The Heat have 0. Pat Riley's roster is so incredible to watch come together like this. Look, when he acquired Jimmy Butler this offseason, it wasn't like Butler was still some type of unknown commodity. He was a star, and the Heat knew they needed an alpha male, and Pat Riley dumped out his bag of rings and cut the check, and so that's an easy way to acquire a star. But the rest of that roster, look how it's coming together. That's a bunch of gritty junkyard dogs, or guys that we just didn't think were going to be that good, really coming together. You have Tyler Hero, who was drafted number 13 overall. You have Bam Adebayo, drafted 14th overall. You have Goran Dragic, who was drafted in the 2nd round, signed by the Heat as a free agent. You have Duncan Robinson, undrafted. And you have Jimmy Butler, who again is a star now, but was drafted 30th overall. I just think you have a Heat team that right now is playing greater than the sum of its parts. And last night, I thought you saw a mentally tough team versus a team that isn't so mentally tough. I thought that the Heat last night, in a spot where, again, they could easily exhale. They're up 2-1. Instead came out and just in the second half when it mattered most, kept making plays, and all of those guys made plays. They all have a role. Every single one of those guys has a role. Now, we have to watch for Bam Adebayo's hand. He was holding it to the end of the game yesterday, but Dragic came up with really crafty buckets. Jimmy Butler, once again, had some big moments and big buckets, 24-9. Bam Adebayo, 20-12 last night, a monster on the boards. And Tyler freaking Hero, 20 years old, 37 points in a conference final game, which puts him in rarefied air with guys like Magic Johnson. What a win by the Heat, and now they're a win away from the NBA Finals, up 3-1. Wow.